Hi, my name is Simran Kaur-Colbert, and I'm the Director for Student Engagement and Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. You can find me in Earlham Hall, room 111. And this is my husband, Jarrod.
And I'm thrilled to be here.
We're going to be making, as the box says, some curry masala with chicken. And this is right here a spice packet that you can order very easily from Amazon. You can type in MDH Curry Masala or any other type of curry masala brand that you might see online that you're interested in, just trying it out. We're going to go over some of the ingredients that we're using very quickly, and then we'll switch on over to the kitchen top stove and show you exactly how we assemble and begin the cooking process. So Jarrod, do you want to go over some of our ingredients here real quick?
All right, so first we have chicken. Do you have to always use chicken with chicken curry?
With chicken curry, yes, but if you want to substitute and not make a meat kind of curry dish, you can add potatoes, you can add paneer, you can use your favorite vegetable. So basically you can use everything else that we're using today except for the chicken and still have a pretty neat curry masala dish that you can eat.
Of course, we have tomato, chopped red onion, lime. Just tell the lovely people.
This is a serrano pepper. This is completely optional. We like ours with a little bit of serrano, but you can use your favorite type of fresh green chili, or you can just use red chili powder.
Let me go over
The most important thing, the garlic. You add as much garlic as you like. We are both garlic lovers, so we're gonna put plenty of garlic.
Keep those vampires away.
And then in addition to the curry masala, you'll see right here, we've got about 1 big tablespoon. We've got like 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, a few bay leaves here, which I really like for aromatics, and then a little bit of turmeric or haldi powder, which is about, I'd say what, like 1 teaspoon right here.
Go until your ancestors say stop.
and then salt to taste. So we have our seasonings here, our base here. Now we're gonna switch on over to the stovetop and start cooking everything together. We have olive oil for sauteing and grilling, but you can use vegetable oil or whatever the kind of oil you have. If you want to stop by and pay for some desi ghee, G-H-E-E, you can use some ghee as well, but we're gonna be using olive oil today. So I'm gonna carry this on over. Jarrod, if you'll bring the utensil and we'll get that going. So first, we wanna make sure your stovetop is on. Never leave your stovetop unattended. Thank you. And right now mine is a little bit wet because I just rinsed it out real quick. So you just want to make sure you don't add your oil to a pot with some water in it because this is going to go splattering everywhere. So you want to make sure that you have a dry pot. So we're just going to put this on high, let it turn on for a moment. And in the meantime, while we're getting that ready, we're going to be cooking with our curry chicken some basmati rice. You can use any type of rice that you prefer, but we have basmati rice here that you'll see. I have a pressure cooker that I'm using to cook the rice, and this is about 3 cups of rice because we're cooking for everyone here who's going to be here today, some students who are here during the summer session and some of our colleagues. But the general rule is for every 1 cup of rice, you want to use twice the amount of water. So you have 1 cup of rice, you want to use 2 cups of water, and if you have 3 cups of rice, you're going to want to use 6 cups of water. So that's what we're going to do here today. I'm going to add the rice here, and then in the same measuring cup, I'm just kind of rinse out the rice that's kind of in there. That's about 4 cups of water in here, so I'm just going to add some additional water. And if you're a chemist, you already know a good way to kind of get everything out of the glass there is you just kind of give it a twirl. Makes it easier to rinse on out of there. And just 2 more cups of water. Now you don't have to use basmati rice. You can also use jasmine rice, brown rice. If you really want to cheat, Kroger and Walmart also have like the ready-made bags of basmati rice that you just kind of got to break up, kind of like the ready-made pasta, and you just got to put it in the microwave. And it's about what, 1-2 minutes, you just heat it up and it's ready. Now make sure you add some salt to your rice because you don't want to have rice that is unsalted. Just want to make sure in case you do get your sometimes I end up adding too much salt to one dish or the other. That's okay, don't worry. If you know you added too much salt to your curry, just add less salt to your rice or don't salt your rice, and hopefully that will balance it out. I've been there, done that as a college student. Now I'm an expert, I'm just throwing the salt in here because I can kind of see measure from eye, but If you are not so comfortable with, seasoning to your eye, use a measuring cup, use some spoons, there you go. Now, my saving grace in college was my mom buying me a rice cooker, a small kind of rice cooker from Target or Walmart or online. And
You got a rice cooker?
I had a rice cooker, yes.
I had ramen.
You had ramen?
Ramen in a Tupperware.
The good thing with a rice cooker is you don't have to worry about, leaving the rice unattended. Is it gonna get burned? You don't have to worry about any of that. You just add the right proportion of water to rice. You press the setting over here on the one that I'm using. I just have to go to number 3 and then press start and just make sure that the lid is closed tight, and that's gonna take about 20-25 minutes, and then it'll let me know when the rice is ready. Now, while we got the rice ready, our pot is hot. It is ready to cook with. And
Ready for the chicken chef?
no, we're not gonna touch the chicken yet. We gotta get everything else in here first. So we're gonna add some olive oil, about 2 to 3 good tablespoons of olive oil. And then we're gonna add, over here, Jared, we're gonna put, you can bring the onion and tomato over. It's gonna be a while. We gotta get the garlic too. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our cumin seeds, and they're gonna start to make that really nice crispy sound. They're gonna crisp right there. You don't want them to turn black. They're gonna be like a little dark and blonde. If they get burnt, it's okay. Just pour the oil out, add some new oil, add some new cumin seeds.
And tell no one.
And tell no one. Nobody will know that you burned your cumin seeds, okay? Now, if I burn mine, you'll see them, so I'm watching it really carefully, make sure they don't get too dark. Now you're gonna add some of your bay leaves. Thank you, Jared. You got me over here. You wanna add the garlic. Keep the vampires away.
Keep those vampires away.
Oh, that's sizzle. Yep, more.
All right.
More.
But how do you know if it's too much?
There's never too much garlic. But I do think that's enough. And then right along with the garlic. Now we cheated, we got minced garlic. Just keep some in the fridge. And then we have one really big red onion that we chop. I prefer to use red onion. I think it just has a better flavor when you're cooking for curry. And right about now, I'm kind of lowering the gas from the stovetop from like a high to like a medium. And this is the best smell ever. The smell of onion and garlic, olive oil, and cumin seeds.
If you get real close to your screen, you can smell it.
I really wish we had smell-o-vision because we're cooking right now right past the observation room area, and I'm pretty sure that the entire center here in space is going to smell like curry for a very long time, which is perfect because it's my favorite smell. But if you're cooking this in your dorm or your apartment and you don't want, the curry smell to get into your clothes, your fabrics, I caution you, just close your bedroom door. Make sure, anything that you're gonna be wearing out later doesn't have this on it. Because otherwise you'll smell delicious all day, which might be great.
Essence of curry.
There we go. And we're just gonna let it, brown up a little bit before we add the rest of our seasonings here. There we are. I want the onion to cook a little bit. Hey Jared, you're my salt bae over here. I'm gonna have you add the salt to the curry here. And the problem with us cooking here is we're trying to give you all like how many teaspoons and tablespoons to add to this dish, but at home, we just cook based on our gut, and
I just listen to whatever my ancestors are saying to me in my ear.
So he's just gonna keep salting it until his ancestors say no, but I'm gonna tell him, you gotta pay attention, make sure it doesn't get too salty. Add like a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. You could always add more salt. What you don't want is to add too much salt. There we go. You want to stir it up for me?
Do I have to?
Yes, please.
Not you.
Just want to make sure, you know, it just doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan there.
Years of schooling to mix.
Yes. Now, if Mom, you're watching this, I'm sorry I didn't make the spice blend from scratch, but what my mom will typically do is she'll use her own homemade garam masala, which is basically cardamom, cinnamon, cumin, black pepper seed, like the whole black pepper, you know, like she'll just have that whole blend right there with bay leaves. Now, she won't let me tell you what the proportion is for each of those blends there, but she'll toast it and then she'll blend it right up in like a spice mixer. And then she'll add this to here with her turmeric and everything else. Like I said, I don't have time to make spice blends because I'm busy working.
We got stuff to do today.
We got stuff to do. So we, again, just take it out the box, add it to the mix here. All right, I'm gonna start adding this. So I kind of measured this out already and just add the 2 tablespoons of curry masala, add the teaspoon of turmeric, and then you already added some salt, so I'm not gonna salt it again over there. You'll stir that up. Now I like to add the spices to the onion and garlic before I add the tomatoes, just so they can toast a little bit with the onions. But, you know, not too long, just like, you know, a minute or so. Yep.
Still ingredients.
And so I think that's good. Jarrod, you can add the tomatoes.
Oh,
so this
wow.
is 2 fresh tomatoes that we just kind of, you know, chopped up. You can use the food processor if you have that. If you don't have fresh tomatoes, diced tomatoes, you can add that here as well. If you don't want to use diced tomatoes, or
grow your own.
If you can't grow your own, you can use a can of diced tomatoes or buy some, chop them up and add it to this dish.
It smells wonderful.
And now we can just go ahead and add the chicken to this.
Chicken.
So what we've used is boneless, skinless chicken.
Really?
I have family that just does not like, you know, drumsticks or chicken with bones, so that's why we're gonna cook without boneless. And then, Jarrod, I'm wondering if there's a way to like add the chicken without all the water. So our chicken was defrosting out here, but you can chop it up if you like, or just don't want it to like splatter. Just wanna make sure it's defrosted a little bit before you add it. Again, we defrosted ours here, and so it's like that.
Chicken juice.
Chicken juice. Do not drink the chicken juice. Not that kind of juice. There we go. Put that in the sink.
Yeah. Get all that in.
Yep, now we're just gonna mix that up. We got our lid over here. So then cover it up for about how long? Like 30, 35 minutes on like medium.
Right. Yeah.
So you can put it on like medium, high. You gotta know how your stovetop works, right? Like this is a new stovetop for us, so I'm gonna err with leaving it at like a medium or medium high. And just letting it cook for, you know, slowly cook for like about 30 minutes. If you wanna prep this up in the morning and then put it in a slow cooker, you know, that's fine too. Just gonna put our lid on it over here and just let it sit. And then we'll be back in 30 minutes. We'll check on that, and by then our rice should be ready too. High five. There we go. All right, everyone, so we're back, and now our chicken curry has been simmering for about 30 minutes on like medium, low, medium high, depending on your stovetop setting. You just want to make sure it doesn't burn. You occasionally stir it. And Jarrod, what have you done in the meantime?
Oh, I have chopped this lovely Do we have oregano? Yeah.
Cilantro, Jared.
Why did I say oregano?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going off what the cue cards say. Don't blame
Listen,
me.
you can use whatever herb that you like best. We even have some dried fenugreek, but we decided to use cilantro today, so we're not going to add the dried fenugreek to it. But if you want to use dried fenugreek, you can. You don't have to use the cilantro then. So Jarrod is going to add that. But while you were all gone, I remembered that I forgot to add some lime juice to my rice. Now my reason for adding lime juice to rice is, one, the flavor, but also two, it helps prevent the basmati from sticking together. But if you make it in a rice cooker, it might stick together anyway. I don't know, but I use the lime juice to make sure that it doesn't. All right, Jarrod, now we're gonna add the cilantro over here to the curry.
Yes, chef.
Thank you. And then the other half of the lime juice I'm gonna add to the chicken curry, because why not? Flavors! This kind of adds that acid, what do they call it, to the salt. And the
Salt, fat, and acid.
Salt, fat, heat, and acid, is that what it is? We got all those elements
Actually, my
going.
family's nickname for me.
And while Jarrod's mixing that up, we're gonna let out the steam from the pressure cooker / rice cooker here. Just let it vent. The kind of venting, a lot of venting. Typically when we cook, we are venting at the end of the day. But for now, the only venting we hear is this.
We're not allowed to swear on TV.
Nope. But you know, if you're cooking and you just want to vent about your classes, how stressful things are, whatever, I think making curry chicken and rice is like the perfect time to vent. And, you know, and then you can eat joyfully once all the venting is out. Sure is venting.
It had a lot of things that it wanted to get off its chest.
Yes. Oh man, you really chopped that cilantro up.
That's all they taught me at Anderson.
Now something you want to realize is you don't want to eat the bay leaf. The bay leaf is not edible. So when you're getting ready to, you know, make your plate, just take the bay leaf out and throw it away, because you don't want to choke on the bay leaf. And then Jarrod, can you get me another utensil from the utensil drawer over there for the rice? Oh man, okay. I think it's on the side over there to the right. We can use a fork too, yeah. So here is our rice. I wonder if you guys can see it in the camera over there, the view. It's really nice, light and fluffy. Excellent, thank you. Now we're gonna make ourselves a little bowl here. Well, we'll make ourselves a plate, why not? And here we are. Got some nice rice over here. Here, you wanna get the utensil right there? There we are. Mix it up. We put some chicken right on top of the rice. A little bit of curry. There we go, perfect. And then you guys, the thing about this curry mixture is, let me turn that off right there. You can add some cream to it, some heavy cream to it, and make it a lot more rich. You can add a little bit more water to it. But I kind of left the serrano out over here because Jarrod's got to eat this. Everyone else got to eat this too, and it might be too hot. But Jarrod, you want to try this? Let me know what you think. It's a little bit hot right there, but there we go.
Got to get the chicken on there.
Yeah. Now you can't blame me if it's too salty or not, because like we both cooked this together.
I'll find a way to blame you. Yep. That's delicious.
Yep. And so we hope you really enjoyed our curry chicken masala with basmati rice dish today. Any complaints, you can send them to Jarrod. But stop by and say hi to me in Earlham.
Zurich, Switzerland.
All right, y'all take care. Bye.